Hi, welcome back to the session. In this session, we are going to deal with numericals, that is type 1 problem, angle strut. In the previous session, we discussed about PD calculation. In this session, we are going to discuss about design of angle strut. If we come to the procedure, design of angle strut, here we have two steps. In two steps, we are going to solve the problem. The first step, determine the factored load, that is 1.5 into the load given, then assume FCD for 100 Newton per mm square, then 100 or 120, it depends. I will tell you while coming to the numericals. Then area required is factored load divided by FCD. Then from the steel table, here we have the area, search for the section based upon the area required. Then effective length is equal to, once it is over, section is selected, then effective length is equal to L or 0.85 L or 0.7 L for single bolt, for multiple bolt, for welded connection. Then R minimum is equal to least of RXX, RYY, RUU and RVV. Lambda is LE by R minimum. FCD from table 9C we are going to get it. Then PD is equal to A into FCD. This value should be greater than factored load, then only it is safe. If this PD is less than the factored load, it is unsafe. So, we need to revise the section. Again, what we need to do? Again, from the steel table, we need to search for the section with higher cross sectional area. Then we need to do all these steps. Then you are going to get PD is more than the factored load. Then that is regarding first step. If we come to the second step, if we are doing bolted connections in that, if it is bolted, then we have already know in the bolted connections how to do this one. First we need to check for shear, calculate VNSP, that is given by FU by root 3 into NN into ANB plus NS into ASB. Then calculate VDSP, that is given by VNSP by gamma MB. Then in bearing, calculate KB. We have the 4 values, out of that take the least value as KB, then calculate VNPB, then VDPB. Therefore, bolt value will be least value of these two, that is VDSB or VDPB, least value we need to take. Therefore, number of bolts is equal to factored load divided by bolt value. You are going to get some number, round up to the highest number, you are going to get the number of bolts. If it is bolted connection, if it is welded connection, this step is going to change. The second step, the first step remains the same, but if it is a welded connection, then from the steel table, for the given section, calculate cross sectional area CXX and EXX, note down. Then calculate S, therefore S is nothing but size of the weld. Force is equal to strength of the weld. So, write down the force, and the strength of the weld is given by 0.7 into S into L into FU divided by root 3 gamma MB. Then once you do this one, you are going to get L value. Therefore, that L is equal to L1 plus L2 plus whatever it is, that is length of the weld. So, therefore, take them, once you calculate, once you took the equation, then take the moment about the section 1 at the top, you are going to get L1 and L2 value, round up to the highest number. Okay, that is all. Okay, let us start with the problems now. Example 3, design a angle strut using single angle section. By using single angle section to carry a load of 150 kilonewton, use M20 property, class 5.6 bolts. The length of the member is 2.5 meter. Here we need to design the angle strut. In that single angle section, the load is given as 150 kilonewton. Then it is M20 property class 5.6, that is FU will become 5 into 100, 500. Then length of the member is 2.5 meter. The first step, first determine the factored load, that is 1.5 into the given load 225. Then assume FCD is equal to 100 Newton per mm square. Then area required is given by factored load divided by FCD. You are going to get 2250 millimeter square, convert into the centimeter square, that is divided by 100, 22.5 centimeter square. Then from the steel table, we need to search for the area 22.5 in the single angle section. So what I am going to do means, it is a single angle section. In that first I will search in the equal angles, single angle section. In that equal angle section I will search for the area 22.5 centimeter square. This is the area required. So here we have sectional area. I will search for 22.5. Okay, let us go on searching 22.5. Here we have 22.59. Which one? ISA 100 by 100 in that 12 mm. Here we have nearby value. How to search means, it should be nearer and greater than the area required. Area required is 22.5. In the steel table, the value of the area should be more than this one, but near to this one, then only it will be economical. So here we got 22.59 for ISA 100 by 100 by 12 mm. Therefore, from the steel table, try ISA 100 by 100 by 12 mm, then area, that is 22.59 centimeter square. Then again from the steel table, note down the values of RXX, RYY, RUU and RVV. Take the minimum value as R minimum, that is 1.94 centimeter or 19.4 millimeter. Therefore, effective length is equal to, since we are using multiple bolts here, 0.85 times of L. Then you will get it as 2.125 meter. Then once you get effective length and R minimum, lambda is equal to LE by R minimum, we are going to get lambda value. Then again from the buckling class C, nothing but table 9C, with respect to the lambda value and Fy is equal to 250, it is always fixed, Fy is equal to 250, FCD is equal to, we are going to get the value from the table 9C. Once you get FCD, then PD is equal to AE into FCD, substitute, you are going to get the value of 213.7 kilonewton. But what about our factored load? It is 225 kilonewton. Our designed load is less than the factored load, so it is unsafe. So if we got the answers like this, what you need to do? We need to revise the section again. We need to search for the new section. So how to search? I will show you. Now we will go for single angle section in that unequal angles, and we need the value of area required. So we will search in the section. We go on searching the values. This is the cross sectional area. How much we need? Actually, the area required is 22.5 centimeter square. We will go to the unequal angles, single angle section, unequal angles. In that we will search for the cross sectional area. In your steel table, you search for that one. Okay, I need 22 point something. If I go on searching, I got the value of 24.98. It is the nearer value and greater value than the area required. Which section it is? ISA 125 by 95 by 12 mm. 125 by 95 by 12 mm. So we need to revise the section. Take ISA 125 by 95 by 12 mm. Then take the cross sectional area. Then search for RXX, RYY, RUU, RVV. Take the least value, that will become the R minimum. Then LE is known, R minimum is known. Calculate lambda 105.7. Then from the table 9C, calculate FCD. after interpolation you are going to get it as 99.93 Newton per millimeter square. Okay. Once you get FCD, what you need to calculate? PD. PD is equal to AE into FCD, you got it as 249.62, which is greater than the factored load 225. Therefore, the design is safe. This is regarding the first step. What about the second step? That is regarding connections. Here we will go for bolted connection unless and until it is specified. We will do the bolted connection only. Here they provide M20 property class 5.6. M20 is the diameter of the bolt. So, the first step, in shear calculate VNSP by using the formula Fu by root 3 into Nn into ANB plus Ns into ASP. So, we are going to get it as substitute all the values. Fu, it depends upon 5.6, this 5 multiplied by 100 you are going to get Fu. 500 by root 3 and the diameter of the bolt is 20. So, you are going to get it as 70.74 kilonewton. Therefore, VDSB is given by VNSP divided by gamma MB partial safety factor, it is 1.25 always. You will get it as 56.59 kilonewton. Then, in bearing KB, we have the 4 values as we discussed in the previous classes in bolted connection. Take the least value as the KB, that is 0.507, then calculate VNPB by using the formula. You will get it as 124.72 kilonewton. Therefore, calculate VDPB, that is VNPB divided by gamma MB. You will get it as 99.78 kilonewton. Now, the bolt value will be least value of VDSB and VDPB, that is 56.59 kilonewton. Therefore, number of bolts will be given by factored load divided by bolt value. You are going to get some value, round up to the next number, approximately equal to 4. Now we got 4 number of bolts, but we do not know the pitch distance and edge distance. Edge distance is given by 1.7 times of bolt hole diameter. Bolt diameter is 20, bolt hole diameter will be 20 plus 2, that is 22. You are going to get it as approximately 40 mm. Then pitch distance is 2.5 times of diameter of the bolt. So, you will going to get it as 50 mm. So, what we need to do? Here we need to show the section. Just draw one rectangle, ISA 125 by 95 by 12 mm, and the load is factored load is 225 kilonewton. We have provided 4 number of bolts, pitch distance is 50 and the edge distance is 40. That's all. That's all for this problem. Now, let us solve another problem. Example 2, design a angle strut using double angle to carry a load of 400 kilonewton. In the previous example, we designed single angle section. Here we are going to design double angle section. Okay. Design an angle strut using a double angle to carry a load of 400 kilonewton. Use welded connection. Previously we used bolted connection. So, okay, take length of the member as 2 meter. Now, the first step remains the same. First, factored load, that is 1.5 into load. Then assume FCD. Since it is welded connection and the double angle, we will go for 120 Newton per mm square. Then area required is equal to factored load divided by FCD. 5000 millimeter square or divided by 100, you are going to get it as 50 centimeter square. Then from the steel table, we need to search for, since it is double angle, we need to search for the area required in the double angle section. What I will do means, I will go to the double angles. Here I have equal angles, unequal angles, longer legs back to back and shorter legs back to back. Here I will go to the 2 angle section. 2 angle section. I will search in the unequal angles with longer legs back to back. In that I will search for the cross sectional area. Where is the cross sectional area? Here it is. In that cross sectional area, how much I required? 50 centimeter square. I need 50 centimeter square. I am going to take, I will search, okay, 1 minute. ISA 200 by 100 by. If you go on searching here, we need more than 50. We can take this one also, 51.24 is there, then 51.04 is there, then we have 58.06 is there. See, you can take any value, it is a design, no need that you should get some specific value, we should get the design safe, that is all. So, the area required is 50 centimeter square, take the value more than this one and near to this one. I have chosen ISA 200 by 100 by 10 mm, ISA 200 by 100 by 10 mm with cross sectional area 58.06. I have took more value so that I will get safe design. So, the area is 58.06 centimeter square or 5806 millimeter square. Then I have calculated RXX, RYY and RU and RV, we are not going to get it here. Once you calculate RXS and RYY, we are going to get R minimum as the least value, that is 3.68, multiply by 10, you are going to get 36.8 millimeter. Then once you get R minimum, then effective length, since it is welded connection, it will be 0.7 into L welded connection. Therefore, lambda is equal to effective length by R minimum 38.04. Then once you get the lambda value for the built up section that is related to the belong to the class C, from the table 9C with respect to the lambda and Fy is equal to 250, calculate FCD. After interpolation, you are going to get it as 200.55 Newton per millimeter square. Once you get FCD, therefore PD is equal to AE into FCD. AE area, FCD this value, substitute, you are going to get it as 1164.3 kilonewton. But how much we required? Factor load is 600 kilonewton. So, the design is safe, but it is over safe. Okay, not a problem, but it should be safe, that is all. So, the first step is over, then we will move on to the second step, welded connection. For welded connection, the procedure is, I already told you, from the steel table, calculate, write down the value of sectional area, CXX and EXX. Then we are going to weld on either side, it may be completely or partially, we do not know, L1, L2, L3, whatever it may be. We took both side, one side we are going to weld it completely and another side partially, but we do not know the length. Let us take that one as L1 and L2. Then force, total factor load is 600, on one side I am going to take it as half of that one, that is divided by 2, it will become 300 kilonewton. Therefore, size of the weld, since it is the angle section where angle sections are of rounded edge, we are going to get the rounded edge like this. If we have the rounded edge, size of the weld will be 3 by 4 times of the angle thickness, that is 3 by 4 into 10 mm. 10 mm is the angle thickness here. Okay. We are going to get 7.5 mm, take size will be equal to less than that one, 7 mm. Therefore, we know that force is equal to strength of the weld, force value it is 300 kilonewton, that is 300 into 10 power 3. Then strength of the weld, we have the formula 0.7 S into L into Fu divided by root 3 into gamma MB. Substitute the values, you are going to get L value. This L should be equal to L1 plus L2. Take it as equation 1. Then take the moment about the section 1.1. I will take the top section, always top section as section 1 I am going to take the moment with respect to that section. Then once you take the moment with respect to that section, we are going to get L1. Then if we substitute the L1 in the equation 1, you are going to get L2. So round up to the highest value, we got 112, I will round up to the 115. Here we got L2 as 210.7, I will round up to the 215 mm. That is all for this problem. And till now we discussed the type 1 problems in that design PD calculation as well as design of angle strut. Thank you.